The hidden truth about familiar spirits is this: they don't arrive as strangers, they come through the faces you trust most: family, friends, people you let into your inner circle. They know your weaknesses, your fears, your hopes, and they use that knowledge to influence, manipulate, and control. Familiar spirits thrive in disguise, wrapping themselves in loyalty while quietly undermining you. They whisper doubt, fuel division, and drain your strength until you no longer recognize yourself. The power to defeat them begins with awareness. Once you see through their mask, their influence dies. Recognize, resist, and reclaim your strength. When they drain your energy in silence. The most dangerous people in your life are not the ones who scream, argue, or openly attack. The most dangerous are the ones who quietly drain you, without a word, without a sound. They do it with silence, with subtle gestures, with passive resistance that chips away at your energy little by little. You feel it when you walk into a room and suddenly your spirit feels heavier. You feel it when you share your excitement, and instead of support, you're met with blank stares, dismissive sighs, or silence sharp enough to cut through your joy. These people don't have to insult you to wound you. They don't have to confront you to destroy you. Their silence is their weapon. It tells you you don't matter, your success doesn't matter, your happiness doesn't matter. And if you allow it, their silence will become a prison that suffocates your spirit. But here's the truth: your energy is sacred. It's not for everyone, and it's not up for silent theft. Pay attention to how you feel around others. If their presence leaves you drained instead of empowered, you've already spotted the truth. They are silently feeding on your light. Cut them off before they kill your fire. 2. They twist the truth to divide you. One of the most destructive weapons people use isn't violence, it's distortion. They twist the truth, not to inform, but to divide. These individuals take your words, your actions, even your intentions, and bend them into something ugly, something poisonous. They know that if they can manipulate perception, they can control outcomes. And their goal is simple: to turn people against you, to isolate you, to weaken you. You'll see it in the whispers. You'll hear it in the half-truths, the exaggerated stories, the conversations that always seem to travel back to you in a distorted form. They will never outright lie in a way that can be easily exposed. No, they operate in the shadows, sprinkling just enough truth into their deception to make it believable. That's how division is born. And make no mistake, division is their ultimate weapon. When you're cut off from allies, when people doubt you, when trust is broken, you're easier to control, easier to destroy. That's why you must guard your name, and guard your words. Recognize the ones who bend reality to serve themselves. Because once you see their pattern, their power ends. Exposure is their downfall, and truth is your weapon. 3. They celebrate your weakness, not your strength. Pay close attention to who claps when you're down. Some people don't want to see you strong, they only feel powerful when you're broken. These are the ones who rush to you when you fail, not out of love, but out of satisfaction. They want front row seats to your struggles, because your weakness feeds their ego. It makes them feel superior, even if only for a moment. Notice how they react when you rise, when you succeed, when you're shining. Suddenly their enthusiasm disappears, their smiles fade, their silence grows louder, because your strength threatens them, while your weakness entertains them. They may offer help when you're low, but it's not kindness, it's control. By keeping you weak, they keep you within reach. This is the harsh truth. Not everyone around you wants to see you win. Some are addicted to your struggles, because your strength forces them to confront their own lack of courage. And that's a mirror they refuse to face. So guard your victories, protect your spirit, surround yourself with those who celebrate your strength, who rise with you, who want to see you thrive. Anyone else is feeding on your downfall, and that's no ally. 4. They disrespect boundaries, repeatedly. A boundary is a line of respect. It's the invisible fence that protects your peace, your time, your values. But there are people who see boundaries, not as limits, but as challenges to break. They test you again and again, pushing past what you've made clear, ignoring your words, and acting as if your rules don't matter. That is not forgetfulness, it's deliberate. It's their way of saying, your needs don't matter, only mine do. They'll show up uninvited, demand more than you're willing to give, or guilt you when you say no. And if you let it slide once, they'll take a mile. Boundaries to them are obstacles, and they'll keep pushing until you either surrender or finally push back. Here's the truth: When someone repeatedly disrespects your boundaries, it's not a mistake, it's a message. They are showing you exactly how much or how little they value you. You don't teach people how to treat you with words alone. You teach them with consequences. When they cross the line, there must be accountability. Otherwise, the line means nothing. Protect your boundaries like your life depends on it, because your peace, your energy, and your future truly do. 5. They mimic you, then turn others against you. Some of the most deceptive people you'll ever meet don't come after you with open hostility. Instead, they study you. They mimic your words, your style, your ideas. At first it feels flattering, like they admire you. But what they're really doing is preparing to use your own reflection against you. They copy your strengths, then twist the story so others believe they are the origin, the leader, the one worth following. It doesn't stop there. Once they've taken enough from you, they plant seeds of doubt in others. They'll whisper, "She's not who you think she is," or "He's changed, he's different," all while they parade around with the very qualities they stole from you. It's theft in the most personal way, stealing not just your ideas, but your identity in the eyes of others. This tactic is powerful because it confuses people. Suddenly you're defending yourself against lies, while watching your own reflection walk around in someone else's skin. But here's the truth. Imitators can't hold the mask forever. Authenticity has endurance. Deception always cracks. Let them play pretend. Keep building. Over time, the difference between the copy and the original becomes undeniable, and truth exposes every counterfeit. 6. They use guilt to keep you connected. Guilt is one of the most powerful chains people use to keep you tied to them. They don't need locks or threats, just a well-placed sentence. "After all I've done for you," or "If you really cared you would." Suddenly you're questioning yourself, feeling like you owe them something you never agreed to give. This is not love, and it's not loyalty. It's manipulation wrapped in obligation. These people thrive on guilt because it's invisible. You can't see the chains, but you feel the weight. They make you believe that walking away is betrayal, that protecting your peace is selfish, that setting boundaries means you don't care. And if you accept that script, you become trapped in their cycle, giving, sacrificing, and bleeding for someone who would never do the same for you. Here's the truth. Real connection is built on choice, not guilt. Anyone who has to guilt you into staying has already lost the right to your presence. You do not owe your energy, your time, or your life to people who weaponize guilt. Cut the cord, because freedom begins the moment you stop apologizing for protecting your own soul. 7. They trigger deep, unexplainable anxiety. Sometimes the body speaks before the mind catches up. You walk into a room, and without a word, your chest tightens, your pulse quickens. Something inside you whispers, "Be careful." That's not weakness, that's awareness. Certain people carry an energy that unsettles you, an uneasiness that you can't explain. They haven't yelled, they haven't threatened, but your instincts are screaming. Pay attention. These are the people who drain safety from the air. Their presence alone feels heavy, unpredictable, unstable. They might smile, but it never reaches their eyes. They might act friendly, but something about them feels off. And every time you're around them, you leave with a weight on your spirit, as if your body knows you've just been in the presence of danger. Anxiety is a signal, not an enemy. It's your intuition trying to protect you. Too often, we ignore it, rationalize it, or shame ourselves for feeling it. But those silent alarms are warnings about the truth your mind doesn't yet see. When someone repeatedly stirs that deep, unexplainable anxiety inside you, don't dismiss it, don't excuse it. That feeling is clarity in disguise. Trust it. It's showing you exactly who they are. 8. They laugh when you cry, and cry when you shine. Some people reveal their true nature not in the big moments, but in how they react to yours. Watch carefully. When you're broken, when you're hurting, when life has knocked you down, these people don't lift you, they don't comfort you. Instead they smirk, they gossip, they secretly enjoy your pain. Your suffering becomes their entertainment, proof that you are not as strong as they feared. But flip the script. When you rise, when you succeed, when you shine, suddenly the tears flow. Not tears of pride, but of resentment. They can't stand your glow, because your success reflects back everything they lack. Your light exposes their shadows, and instead of celebrating, they sulk, they withdraw, or they sabotage. This is the twisted truth. They want you weak so they can feel strong, and they want you dim so they don't have to face their own darkness. Their laughter at your pain, and their tears at your triumph, are not random. They are proof of envy, proof of resentment, proof of a spirit that cannot stand your strength. Protect yourself. Don't expect joy from those addicted to your struggle. Your shine deserves better eyes. 9. They hate the name of God, truth, or light. Some people recoil from truth as if it burns them. They despise honesty, integrity, and the very idea of light. Mention faith, morality, or righteousness, and you can see it in their eyes. A flash of disdain, a flicker of anger, a deep resistance. This is not coincidence. It's a reflection of what lives inside them. Darkness fears exposure, lies fear clarity, and evil cannot bear light. These individuals attack the concept of truth because it exposes them. They hate guidance, principles, and the idea that someone else could live with courage and honor. They dismiss God, mock morality, and ridicule those who seek light, not because they are blind, but because light reveals their true nature. Pay attention. Their hatred is a warning. It signals a soul untamed by conscience, unshaken by principle, and unafraid to harm in pursuit of selfish gain. When someone continuously attacks what is sacred, what is real, what illuminates, don't try to reason with them. Recognize it as a mirror of their spirit. You cannot change them. You cannot redeem every heart, but you can protect yourself. Keep your faith. Hold tight to truth, and let your light shine regardless. Darkness cannot extinguish what is unwavering.